Guys, I'm going to show you how to do the rear brakes on a 2006 Nissan Xterra. The brakes are squeaking on this. We've already redone the front brakes. I'm just going to check the back brakes and clean them up. I'll show you how to clean them up and get the dust out of them if that's the reason they're squealing. All right, start off by taking off the back tire. It's going to be 13/16. All right, first two bolts we're going to take out is going to be this top one and this bottom one that's going to hold the caliper on. There's two of them here and they're going to be 14 millimeter. All right, the caliper will just slide off just like that. Just kind of set it to the side where it's going to be out of your way. I got the brake pads here. And a little bit of squeaking just sliding that off if you heard that. There's a bunch of dust built up in here. The pads aren't that bad. The back brakes don't get a whole lot. The pads aren't too bad, but we're going to clean them up too. I'll show you how to do that. All right, the next one's here and here. It's going to be a 19 millimeter. And usually these are on pretty good, so you might need a breaker bar to get them off. There's the caliper bracket. Right, now we're going to take the rear rotor off. These are usually on here, not too bad. Just tap it with a hammer a couple times because inside is your emergency brake. So just hit it right in the center, in between the studs, just kind of little light taps and it'll pop off. Just kind of walk it off, and there it is. There's a bunch of dust in there, and your rear brakes, they produce a lot of dust inside there as well. So we're going to blow all that out and clean it out. As you can see, the pads back here, they're not bad. They've got some meat on them, but they do have a little bit of just build up on them where they're glazed over. We're going to use some, I believe this is 120. You can use 80, 120. We're going to scuff that up and just kind of break that off of it. Just for a little bit easier grab on it. You don't have to go crazy on it, just kind of knock the top of it off. See how much cleaner that is now just by knocking that little bit of glaze off of it. You see a little piece down here, it's still got a little bit of glaze. I'll hit that again, but pretty much big old difference on that. All right, it was squeaking a little bit and there's a couple reasons. Basically the dirtiness in it, and the pads are wearing just a little bit funny. If you look, the pads have a little bit of an edge on them right there. No big deal. We're gonna knock that off and get these pads level again. And on the inside of the bracket, where the pads right at, it was extremely dirty. These are really easy to pop out. If they're not too dirty. They just pop right out. Take these over to a parts cleaner, brake parts cleaner, soap and water with a toothbrush, degreaser, just anything to kind of clean these off and get all that grime off of them. All right, I've got one of them cleaned up. So that's about what it looks like cleaned up. Just took me just a minute. There's the original one there. You can see the difference in it, all the dirt and the crud in it. That makes a difference when that pad's trying to slide back and forth freely in there. And that'll cause a little bit of squeaking, so that might be a problem with your squeaking if you're hearing if the pads are still good. All right, we're gonna fix up one of these pads here. Piece of sandpaper, just a flat surface. You see it's kind of glazed over. It's got this little lip on it right here. We're gonna go ahead and get that lip off of there. Just hold it flat on there. You don't have to push down or be aggressive. Let the natural flow of the pad. All right, just being real easy with it. That's what I have. That's what we had. So just a second, we clean them right up. They're still thick, so they're still good to go. We're going to take a brush around and knock the dust off of it, but just a quick little hit with it, you got a fresh surface again. All right, now just take your bracket and kind of just knock the loose dust off of it. Also, you want to check these and make sure they move well. Now that's good and free. Okay, that's a problem. That one right there is locked up. So we're going to take it off just like so. That's all it is a little bit of grease on the inside. I'm going to take that and just clean it out real good. Put it back together with a dab of grease on it. Try to get it sliding a little bit better. All right, on this one here is all we're doing is just cleaning everything up and putting it back together. But if you were to be replacing the pads, easy way to compress this right here so you don't have to bleed the brake system. Put your old brake pad in there, get you a C-clamp and put on it, and then crank that C-clamp in and it'll press that plunger in. That'll be ready for your new brake pads then. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the rotor back on it. Got the rotor, got all the dust blowed out of it and everything. I'll kind of walk on just over them pads just like so. All right, first thing we're gonna do is put our bracket back on. Kind of got to wiggle it around this dust shield here to get it fit in there. These will be the bigger bolts, the 19 millimeters we took out. These don't have to be as tight as they were when we took them off. They just need to be just snug. Next we're going to go with our brake pads. Now if you're using the ones that you used before, there's probably going to be two thicknesses of them. One's going to be a little bit thicker. The thicker one was in the back. The back doesn't stop quite as much as the front does, just the way it compresses. You can put them back that way, it does not matter either way. Last thing is our caliper. These will be the 14 millimeter bolts we took out earlier. And that's pretty much how you do the brakes on the rear of the vehicle. Most vehicles that have the disc brakes on them. Hope this video helped you out, saved you a couple dollars having to go to the store. And if it is squeaking, this could be a culprit of it. Just clean that dust out real good and put it back together and you'll be good to go. Appreciate you for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Have a good one, guys.